Hello Pokemon Masters, Toby here, and welcome back to another Fact Friday. Now this character is one you have been asking for since the beginning of Fact Fridays. Because I covered all of the companions, except there was one I missed, and I get no end of comments saying, why did you miss him, why did you miss him? And to be honest, I thought it was because it would be too hard to find 20 facts about him. But you asked for him, he's here by popular request, Tracey Sketchit. He is a Pokemon artist, and speaking of Pokemon art, you see these posters behind me? Well, they are available as art prints on GameTee, and today, to celebrate Fact Friday, we are going to be giving out a set. Just make sure you tweet out the link to this video with the hashtag Pokemon Fact Friday, and in a week's time, I'm going to choose a winner. I'll message you on Twitter and get you sent out a set. And of course, if you want to buy a set, they are available on GameTee with a lot of the other merch that I wear in my videos. Links to that are in the description. Right, let's get on with it. Fact Friday. 20 facts about Tracey. Number 1, Tracey is a Professor Oak fanboy. Professor Oak being the person we did the last Fact Friday about. He thinks that the professor is being a famous expert on Pokemon and gets angry when people don't recognize it, like the time he got angry at Misty when Misty didn't realize that Professor Oak was famous. Number 2, in an interview it was revealed that Tracey was brought in when the Pokemon company decided to preemptively remove Brock from the show because they were worried that people would find him as a racist character because of his eyes. Then, after the Orange Island series, they realized that no one actually cared and people loved Brock and wondered where he went, so they just brought Brock back. Number 3, Tracey has the least amount of Pokemon of any of Ash's traveling companions. This apart from the companions that aren't actually Pokemon trainers, like Max or Bonnie. Number 4, Misty, Brock, May, Tracey Sketchit is the only trainer of Ash's companions to have a last name. Number 5, Tracey is also the only male companion that isn't a gym leader or related to one. Number 6, while Marill wasn't the first Generation 2 Pokemon revealed, Tracey was given a Marill specifically to build hype for the Generation 2 games. At the time, people were speculating that Marill was called Peekaboo. Number 7, while I normally do a TCG fact, Tracey doesn't have a Pokemon card, and actually he's the only one of Ash's companions to not have a Pokemon card surrounding him. Number 8, and this Fact Friday is literally just a list of things that Tracey isn't involved in. Tracey also appears in the least amount of episodes out of any of Ash's companions. However, number 9, he does appear in a lot of side episodes and specials. Whenever Ash returns to Pallet Town, he's usually at Oak's Lab, and in the Pokemon Chronicles series, he's actually a pretty big feature. Number 10, Tracey isn't really a Pokemon trainer. His official trainer class is a Pokemon Watcher, a trainer class that he only shares with one other person, a Dr. Quincy T. Quackenpoker, which means his full title is Pokemon Watcher Dr. Quincy T. Quackenpoker. That is Mr. Professor Pokemon Watcher Dr. T. Quackenpoker to you, sir! Oh, Arceus. Number 11, Tracey's hair was originally green in the show, and it was only in later episodes it was changed to being black. Number 12, the voice actor for Tracey was actually the original voice actor of James before James got replaced with Eric Stewart, the same guy who voices Brock. Number 13, Tracey's favorite type of Pokemon is revealed in the episode Get Bugged to be Bug-type Pokemon. This in contrast to Misty having Bug-type is her least favorite Pokemon type. Number 14, Tracey actually appears in 2 different Pokemon movies after the Orange Island series, those being the Spell of the Unknown movie and Pokemon Forever. In Pokemon Forever, in the post-credits, he actually discovers a very important plot point, which is that Sammy was Professor Oak all along. And number 15, there comes a point where Max meets Tracey, and much like how Tracey is inspired by Professor Oak, Max is inspired by Tracey and wants to learn how to sketch Pokemon. Number 16, in a flashback, Tracey is seen riding a Dodrio. We don't know if this is his Dodrio or just one he was borrowing. It's kind of a mystery. Maybe he was once a bird keeper. Number 17, despite having traveled with Ash in the least amount of episodes, he actually appears in the most Japanese openings. This apart from Brock, who appears in 12 different openings, and Tracey appears in 11. Number 18, Tracey was actually the trainer that began the trend of new companions coming in and some old ones went out. And every generation of Pokemon would see the cast swap up, with Tracey coming in to replace Brock, and then Brock coming back and Tracey leaving, and then after that, Misty leaving and May coming in. Tracey is the guy that started that all. Number 19, Tracey is the only one of Ash's companions to not make a manga appearance. And number 20, the shipping fact. And there's a big popular Pokemon ship that after Misty leaves Ash, and it's heartbreaking and Poke shipping is over, that people actually ship together Misty and Tracey. This due to little fun lines of banter, like in the movie 2000, where Tracey asks if Misty's talking about her when she was talking about being a girlfriend. Tracey is sometimes not in Pallet Town helping out Professor Oak because he's off at the Cerulean Gym helping Misty out. And because after Misty's Togepi leaves the show, sadly, Misty has a new baby Pokemon, a Zurill, which is the baby hatched of an egg of Tracey's Marill. So maybe there's a secret little relationship going on there. Hope Ash doesn't get too annoyed when he finds out. That's it for this Fact Friday. Again, I've covered every other one of Ash's companions, as well as the evil teams of each region, and Professor Oak, and if you tweet out this video with a link to it with the hashtag Pokemon Fact Friday, there's a chance for you to win a set of the Game T art print. Don't forget to check out Game T in the description below. So hi, Pokemon Masters. A tremendous thank you to those of you who support me financially on Patreon. If you want to find out more about supporting the channel, check the link. And a massive shout out to Joey Powell for once again being one of the most splendid supporters of the month.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master!